I feel this is what I've been born to do. You know, I don't never want to lose. I don't want to lose in nothing. Thompson, it seems like his confidence is going down. I'm going to make sure on the 16th that it's going to go down even further. 17th is my birthday, so this is like a birthday gift for me. I'm going to bring it. Man, I want it real bad, man. Real bad.
And now, making his way to the cage and making his U.S. debut, here is the explosive James the Colossus Thompson.
Well, here is James Thompson, someone I've had an opportunity to see fight on many occasions while working for Pride Fighting in Japan. This guy has the size and demeanor of what you expect out of a standout heavyweight fighter. But Stephen, you've announced his fights in the United Kingdom, and as we both know, things don't always go Thompson's way.
No, they don't, because ironically, he lost more fights than he won in his home country of the UK. But he's got some big wins in Japan, as you mentioned, like Hidehiko Yoshida and the great Don Fry. Thompson comes out like a house on fire, and win or lose, there's always excitement when James Thompson fights.
And what I don't understand, guys, is Thompson spent a lot of time recently training with Team Couture in Vegas just to become a more well-rounded fighter. And while that may be the case, in the fighters meetings, he told us he's just going to go out and fight the same exact way that he does in the that he has in the past. And you know what? Tonight we're going to see if that's a good way to do it or not.
All right, well, if his past performances are any indication, this soundbite may last longer than the fight itself.
This is going to be a really knockout, drag-out, exciting fight. Brett has got a good record, got knockout power, but I feel he's quite one-dimensional. I've got the advantage through experience. Knocking people out is good for me. That's one of the ways you win, and I like winning, so that's how I want my debut to end up. I know. The Colossus is ready!
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the Bank United Center here at the University of Miami, Florida, as Elite XC presents a big night of mixed martial arts coming your way, street certified, brought to you by Rockstar Energy Drink, Hunter World Markets, and Showtime. This bout coming away is a special attraction scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, introducing our judges at cage side, all from Florida, Rich Green, Chris Lee, and Tim Vanata. Introducing our third man to the cage, our referee in charge of this bout, Troy Waugh. All right, fans, here we go. Heavyweights in the cage. Introducing to you first on my left, he is fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 feet 4 inches. He weighed in at 264 pounds. He is a freestyle fighter, undefeated in his young campaign, with a record of 7 wins, no losses, 6 wins coming by way of knockout and 1 by submission. Fighting out of Team Bison and St. Paul, Minnesota, please welcome the undefeated big-time striker, Brett the Grim ROGERS. And his opponent across the cage on my right, fighting out of the red corner. He also stands at 6 feet 4 inches. He weighed in at 253 pounds. He is a freestyle fighter with a record of 16 wins, 7 losses, with 9 wins coming by way of knockout and 4 by submission. Fighting out of Extreme Couture and Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Manchester, England. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the explosive international MMA fighter, tonight making his U.S. debut, introducing James the Colossus Thompson. Once again, our referee in charge now to give instructions, Troy Waugh.
Both fighters, center of the ring.
Yo, James, what's up, baby?
Gentlemen, we all know the rules. I want a good, clean fight. Go back to your corner. Let's get ready to rock.
We are set for heavyweight action here at Elite XC. Street certified, the mercurial James Colossus Thompson, a guy who makes coffee nervous, set to take on Brett the Grim ROGERS, yet to taste defeat in 7 professional fights.
And Thompson used to be a debt collector, and he starts every fight off like the guy owes him a hell of a lot of money, and he wants to collect it immediately.
Judge, are you ready? Judge, are you ready? Judge, are you ready? Fighter, are you ready? Fighter, are you ready?
Referee Troy Watt gets it underway, and wow, James Thompson wastes little time in bull rushing Brett Rogers. Surprise, surprise, Stephen.
But he didn't do what he usually does to start trading punches. He went right for the clinch and for the takedown. Went for that single leg. Trying to pick the single.
Thompson teaming at Extreme Couture with Randy, the Natural Couture, working on his wrestling skills, Bill.
You know, Thompson's usually the bigger guy in the fight, and in Rogers, he's up against a guy who's got the size.
And Rogers using that size right now as Thompson secures the takedown, very active on the bottom. Rogers scrambling to get back up to his feet. Nice knee delivered by Thompson.
We're seeing an evolving game for Thompson, because usually, like I said, he comes out there, gets his distance, starts to trade punches. Here he's got the body lock. He's trying for the trip, trying to get Rogers down. Rogers did pop up very nicely.
Yeah, when it comes to a James Thompson fight, that bell might as well be a starter's pistol as he now unloads on Brett Rogers.
Beautiful uppercut by Thompson, but you know what? Rogers is calm. Rogers is calm. He's not panicking. He's taking his time. He's neutralizing the strength of Thompson right now.
And what makes Rogers an intriguing story is, despite having no amateur background in wrestling, he's proven to be a proficient wrestler.
We're seeing that already in this fight. Because James already got him down, he got back up.
Rogers working the body of Thompson, goes upstairs with an overhand right uppercut delivered from Thompson. They continue to do some clinch work here. Thompson now moves Rogers against the fence again as he continues to work on the body, and they're exchanging body shots. A lot of dirty boxing going on here in the early part of round one.
Yeah, and hopefully that cage, thankfully that cage held, because that was 500 pounds in front of us.
Rogers just tested Thompson's chin, and that's one thing, Stephen, we know about James Thompson. Great looking fighter, has potential, but has a chin that's made out of, well, Cinderella's favorite slipper.
Well, not necessarily, because anybody that gets hit right on the button by Butterbean or that giant over in England, Neil Bro, right on the shot, that's a hard thing to take. You know, I mean, so Thompson got knocked down. Okay, but now he's got Rogers back on the floor, but Rogers pops back up.
I guess I remember Thompson's debut in Pride when he rushed Alexander Emelianenko and was knocked out at just 11 seconds in October 2004. As Rogers looks to back out Thompson, and down goes James Thompson. Brett Rogers remains unbeaten. And what was that about the chin of James Thompson?
Well, Morrow, you're right. You are right. Thompson caught some shots. Rogers took care of business, notched another one. Man, that was impressive, though.
A very impressive win for Brett Rogers as he smokes James Thompson like a Cuban cigar in Little Havana.
Which isn't very far from here, actually. There he is, the winner, Brett Rogers. Great wrestling, but even better dirty boxing. That's what took care of it for him.
He told us in the pre-fight interviews he wants to dominate the heavyweight division here in Elite XC. His quote is, big name equals big money. And as Quinton Rampage Jackson, UFC light heavyweight champion, once told me, the cheddar makes it better, Stephen.
And I'll tell you, if he wants to dominate the division, this is a really positive first step. Still undefeated. He goes to 8-0 now.
One thing about James Thompson, he is never in a boring fight.
Never in a boring fight, and it's too bad that he has to get another L, especially in his debut here with Elite XC and the United States.
How about that, man? Look like we do it all. It took me so long. He wants to hang on my leg.
Okay, and here we have a couple looks at what happened. James moved back, ate a knee. That overhand right really rocked his world, but boy, those last two shots basically put him out. And James actually didn't know where he was once he hit the deck.
That right hand seemed to have hit him almost on the temple. It seemed to really stun him.
Here's another look at the same action. Starts with the knee, that opens it up, bam, right on the chin. Thompson eats that overhand right, doesn't touch his chin enough, and man, that last left hand really had him out. And up against the cage, looking through the cage, we see it's Rogers who had the better game plan here. Rogers, who was the better standing fighter, and Rogers, who closed the show with a beautiful four-punch combination.
And what was a poised performance by Brett the Grim Rogers. You see him do a little Grim Reaper's dance at the, well, expense of James Thompson. Brett Rogers remains unbeaten here in his Elite XC debut.
There you go, baby.
Time to make it official. Let's go back up to the cage.
It's gotta be mixed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 2 minutes, 24 seconds in round number 1. A referee in charge, Troy Waugh, stops the contest due to strikes. He is the winner by way of knockout and still undefeated, Brett the Grim Rogers.
Brett.
I'm up here in the ring of the winner, Brett Rogers. You know, when we did the fighters meetings the other day, his description of you was that was one scary big black dude. And your description of him was that he had a weak chin. Tell us about that.
I don't think I have to say anything, man. It shows for itself today. Hey, they may be booing me, but the guy was down, you know what I mean? Wobble, wobble.
It's all good, man. We're going to take a look at the replay up here. See how you set it up with the knee. Talk us through it.
Well, basically, I mean, I knew it was going to happen because I popped him one time and I seen him blink. And all he wanted to do was just wrestle me down to the ground. He couldn't keep me down. He's a big man. I mean, I got back up, did what I need to do. You know?
Is that the big Grim Reaper dance, man? Did you debut it here tonight?
When I touch you, you're going down. That's it.
First of all, don't touch me. Second of all, this is an early birthday present for you. Tomorrow is Brett's birthday, so everybody wish him a happy birthday and welcome to Elite XC.
Thank y'all. It's gonna be,
take it, Morrow and Quadros, take it back.
It's gonna be more.
On the night, I wish my boy BB Gunn a happy birthday. It's Brett Rogers.